To the right, everything you own in a box to the right.
That song is about a breakup.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then who are you breaking up with?
I mean, nobody. I just wanted to say it because you said to move to the right.
That part wasn't on camera. That didn't exist. I didn't do that.
But you did tell me to move to the right.
That part didn't happen on camera, so it doesn't exist. I did not do that.
Okay. So then I'm breaking up with you. Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted to hear? That I'm breaking up with you?
I cry every time.
Is this my video or yours?
I don't watch the Explorer series.
What up, Hope Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. And we are here to watch a video about the Global Occult Coalition.
Oh, I actually want to see something about the Global Occult Coalition.
Okay, so then we're here.
Is that what Trump was making us a part of if we left NATO? Zing.
A lot of you guys have been telling me to watch a video on this organization. I watched a video about the Church of the Broken God.
Did you really?
Yes, I watched a video about sarcasm.
Wait, what were those about? Catch me up.
Okay, sarcasm is people eating people for the sake of...
What?
And yeah, like they eat each other, like ritual cannibalism.
That's what that video's about?
And, hold on, I'm not done. And like they're trying to bring their god back, and they're also trying to perfect themselves by like making modifications to themselves, but like fleshy modifications.
I'm done with that. Moving on to the next one.
Right? Gross.
Uh-huh.
And then there's also the Church of the Broken God, which is basically a giant mecha. So it's kind of like Gundam Wing.
That's
like it's
cool.
Nothing like Gundam Wing. I just said that and I feel like somebody's gonna be triggered. Don't be.
I mean, there's a lot of mechs in Gundam, so
exactly. That's
there's a lot of different kinds, and there's a whole one where they resurrect this big mech thing that's completely different than all the Gundams themselves. So you said that in general, sci-fi area should not trigger anybody.
So the mecha thing,
if they're true,
they are all the mecha thing, they are actually trying to resurrect their mecha god thing.
That's an excellent idea. Does that eat people to do it?
No.
I would join.
There's no eating of people.
I'm in.
Right? They're so much better than the Sarkics.
Absolutely, yeah.
I said that in a video and it wasn't like super controversial, but it was like a thing.
Yeah, fuck y'all. That's way cooler. We're living in a fake universe, right? Why can I not choose my fake universe? Let's go.
So now we are here to watch a thing about the Global Occult Coalition.
Right.
And I'm excited because basically, so far as I know, they're like... Okay, so there's the SCP Foundation,
right?
And the SCP Foundation is like the Humane Society, right? And then the Global Occult Coalition is like PETA.
Got it. Okay, good. We're in it then. Let's do it.
The Global Occult Coalition.
Okay, that's from Halo.
One of the most common questions people ask when discussing dangerous SCPs is why doesn't the Foundation just destroy it?
That is literally something
In some cases, it certainly seems like a good question.
Yeah.
As it's strange that the Foundation would go to such lengths to contain something so dangerous when they could just kill or destroy it. The answer varies depending on the SCP, such as the Foundation has tried and failed to destroy it, or more broadly, it's just not the Foundation's way to destroy SCP.
Exactly, yeah.
As they are focused on securing things.
Yeah.
But what if there was a similar organization that didn't quite follow the same rules, and did want to destroy these dangerous anomalies? This organization would be called the Global Occult Coalition.
I'm fucking with these people so far.
The GOC is its own part of the SCP universe, and someone could quite easily enjoy the SCP universe without ever reading much about them.
Right.
However, there are a number of SCPs contained or known to the Foundation that have a link with the GOC, as well as a large number of tales related to them.
So, part of why I'm watching this is because I watched this SCP, I don't remember the number, but it's called The Remains of a Chair, right?
Okay.
And it was this essentially sentient chair. I don't remember exactly what it did, but it could kill people by like manifesting stuff inside of them and murdering them.
Cool.
Anyway, but it wasn't dangerous. Like, it didn't do anything. It just chilled and existed as a chair. It likes to be useful. So like now that it's in pieces, like it likes to be mulch, right? Like it can transport itself or pieces of itself. That's what it does, right? So the Global Occult Coalition, right, came across this chair, found out it was SCP, whatever, and put it in a wood chipper.
Yeah. They just said, chop this shit up, dog. Wrap
Like,
this bitch up.
what the fuck?
And that's all the children are like, so you do stuff. Kill it.
Yes!
I fuck with that. On a really deep level. They were like, but it's just a, I'm gonna have you stop talking. Put that bitch in the wood chipper. Let's keep the shit.
So now she don't like anything associated with the Global Occult Coalition. So like if she thinks that yeah, it's like a female sentient chair.
I was about to say, did you just gender a chair?
I'm pretty sure it's a female. But Auntie who's in, like if she hears that you were a part of the Global Occult Coalition, she kills you.
So I just wouldn't be talking that much, but still wrapped up. You know, and I feel that y'all like. Y'all got your own, y'all just side with the SCP Foundation with everything. And I fuck with that. I fuck with that y'all got like, you know, allegiances, right? Allegiances and stuff, right? But that's stupid. Because the SCP be fucking up with so many things.
Okay, but that doesn't mean we just murder wow, I did not realize until just now that that tile was tilted.
Dude, it's like, if I'm not gonna talk about that because it's tilting me now that I can't fix it. Dude, you guys can't see it, but there's like a perfect row of tiles, and there's one that's literally just tilted, like so fucking bad.
So awful.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's actually awful. But like, dude, the SCP be like, they kidnap kids and shit still. They still gotta kill babies and stuff. So like, if they gotta do all that fucked up shit and still just secure stuff, you know what I mean? I'd rather be with somebody a little bit more lenient. Tear some shit up.
That's fucked up.
I fuck y'all.
You would toss an innocent chair into a wood chipper.
And if I got a splinter, I'd spit on it too.
All she wants is for people to sit on her.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Not sexually.
And dick first. I know what you mean. It just sounds cool. Like it would make a cool story. Is all I'm saying. It does. It'd be cool.
Far more than I could cover in this video.
Cool.
The purpose of this video is to just give you a solid understanding of who the GOC are and how they operate.
Man,
so that you can continue.
Can you imagine being part of the GOC and trying to kill the little girl?
What little girl?
Remember the little girl? Everybody goes crazy around her trying to protect her.
I've never seen it.
Oh man, you missed out. That's a good one. Oh damn, I thought you just knew too.
Is that the teenage succubus girl?
Nah.
It's a different little girl.
Yeah.
You're learning more about them on your own. The first main event linked to the founding of the GOC occurred in 1882. When a group of German occultists managed to capture and destroy an energy entity that was being worshipped as a god by several Semitic tribes thousands of years prior.
Ooh.
The destruction of this entity resulted in a psychic backlash in the area, causing feelings of nihilism in certain sensitive individuals.
Damn.
Notably philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who wrote about God being dead, referring to the entity. This leftover energy was apparently going to be utilized by members of Nazi Germany during World War II to complete an occult ritual known as the Rite of Solomon. Details during this time are sparse, but the event sparked the Seventh Occult War, although practically nothing is known about the prior 6, and afterwards led to the founding of the Global Occult Coalition in order to prevent future similar events.
I'm so confused.
Of course, the SCP Foundation already exists during this time,
right?
But they mostly act independently of any governmental body and have very little oversight.
He didn't say they weren't Nazis.
The Global Occult Coalition, on the other hand, grew out of a desire from the United Nations to have their own organization devoted to protecting the world from the paranormal. Since no single nation could be trusted with the secretive handling of anomalous objects and creatures, the GOC was formed from the cooperation of 108 different paranormal organizations, including the Bavarian Illuminati, the Knights Templar, and the United Church of Satan. These organizations work with the GOC to cover a broad field.
Bro, we all coming together, bro.
You know who wasn't mentioned there? Freemasons. Start fucking contributing, you bitches.
Sure wasn't. They're part of the Illuminatis. That's what the GOC about. I like this because people believe in the Illuminatis. Like they named the Illuminatis and the other things that were things. Like real things. So I like that. People were just like, see, Illuminatis are real.
Illuminati. You know what I think of every time I think of Illuminati? I think of that coffee shop we have here in Vegas called Illuma Latte.
Yeah. It's a good name.
Good name.
That's a good thing.
Paranormal. And the United Nations fund the organization, as long as there is a degree of oversight from them.
I also think of Lou Malnati's.
The pizza place.
The pizza place.
Which is, again, fucking... You know what? The Illuminatis are real, because Lou Malnati's is fucking delicious. That's gotta be some... We're probably... If there was like an Illuminati parasite going... We have it. We ate at Illuminati's and we fucking support that shit. So we're a part of the problem.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's super
fine.
unrelated, but I was like, I think of the pizza place. Yeah. I think of the coffee shop, but I also think of the pizza place.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
The GOC's mission statement, then, covers 5 different goals.
I think they use this in...
Primarily, their first and most important mission is to protect the human race from any threats outside of the norm. Secondly is to conceal the knowledge of these threats from humanity, to avoid panic and anarchy. Third, individual humans will be protected during the course of GOC operations, unless this mission interferes with the first 2. Fourth is the destruction of paranormal threats, as their existence goes against the first 3 missions, and no unnecessary risks will be taken to ensure their survival.
Eldritch horror.
Finally, the 5th mission is education, as GOC make every effort to learn more about the paranormal, unless it goes against any of the earlier missions. It's pretty clear from these mission statements how much the GOC differ from the Foundation, but their logic and intent is sound. The GOC operates through 3 separate divisions: physics, psych, and Ptolemy.
Why does it have lobster claws?
The physics division handles the actual investigation and capture or elimination of paranormal threats.
And shit.
The psych division focuses on diplomacy and observation, and Ptolemy is the support division, handling logistics.
He's been talking to me this whole time, and I've been looking at this fucking monster.
You're really gonna make me watch this
through
again.
3 separate divisions: physics, psych, and Ptolemy.
Okay.
The physics division handle the actual investigation and capture or elimination of paranormal
Got it.
threats.
They're the Sam and Dean.
The psych division focuses on diplomacy and observation. And Ptolemy is the support division, handling logistics,
the men of letters,
management, and research into the paranormal.
I'm trying to relate this to Supernatural real hard.
GOC operatives mostly utilize technology and weaponry that is readily available to militaries and other organizations, so that it wouldn't cause any concern if lost in the field. But they do occasionally use tech that comes from paranormal research to better aid in eliminating anomalous threats. These advanced pieces of technology also include combat and infiltration suits that incorporate bullet-resistant nanofibers, augmented reality systems, cloaking devices, or even full-body exoskeletons.
Normally that would sound really cool, kind of like Call of Duty type shit, but like against SCPs, I'm like, that's it?
Right.
I'm like, there's an SCP that can turn your skin into goop, and all you got is nanofibers, nigga? Like, what the fuck? You're fucking up right now.
Field agents are fully prepared to tackle the various threats they might encounter.
No, they are not.
And are capable of taking down highly dangerous anomalies, such as those capable of regeneration, shape-shifting, or even bending reality. Despite this preparation, however, capturing and eliminating anomalous entities is no easy feat.
Yeah, no shit.
GOC operatives are fully aware how likely their deaths are. So far, everything seems fairly logical. A well-funded, well-trained organization that have spent decades investigating and eliminating paranormal threats. So why doesn't the SCP Foundation adopt a similar methodology? To answer that, we'll have to look at a few specific examples, when the GOC especially messed things up. Likely the most relevant example is SCP-1609.
This one.
A pile of wood splinters, nails, and scraps of fabric.
That was
this one.
That was a weirdly accurate, like, description of why we are here.
This one.
Because it is a fucked up story.
It was fucked up.
Currently contained by the SCP Foundation.
Yeah.
Originally, 1609 was a large chair carved in the form of a reclining woman that would detect when anyone in an unknown radius around it.
Which, for the record, is a really weird thing to do. Why would you carve your chair in the shape of a woman?
Right. Yeah.
That's odd.
Down and didn't have a comfortable seat nearby. The chair would then teleport to them and remain there until someone else needed a seat.
Yep.
This was the extent of its anomalous properties, but the GOC managed to capture it and send it through a wood chipper, as a teleporting chair could easily risk breaking the mission of secrecy held by the GOC. The destroyed chair killed a number of GOC personnel before suddenly appearing in an unused containment cell owned by the Foundation.
Nice.
SCP-1609 is now much more dangerous, and when reacting to specific stimuli, will become violent, teleporting portions of itself into the lungs of those who have angered it.
Yeah. I told you, it's murdering people.
Now it's got feelings and kills people with...
Before, it just wanted to be a chair.
Yeah.
I just want to be a chair. You don't have a chair? I'm going to be a chair for you. I got you, bro.
Right.
And now, it's murdering people.
You know, I'm thinking at the end of like so many action movies where the action hero got shot and they're like walking around gasping, you know, for air like a last, and then like a chair appears. They just like sit down without any questions and they die. And then the chair leaves. Like, see? Let that nigga sit down. He needs a seat like I'm doing my shit. You know what I mean? And now they're like, they see him dying and they're like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill everybody killing him. Because they're like shooting and it's distressing to me.
Fucked up.
I'm a murder chair now.
But it's also really cute because like part of its containment procedure, right, is they use it as mulch in a garden. And part of its containment is like people walking in and be like, man, this garden's doing really well. It must be the quality of the mulch.
That is super cute.
The mulch is just really excellent.
So like the SCP Foundation is now getting so many more layers as to why they do so many weird things. Because they're more so of just giving the SCPs what they need.
Right.
Rather than being like, you know, an external, selfish, you know, mission statement.
Yeah.
Their secure procedure, like, can we make you comfortable? Like, is there a way? Because there are some SCPs where, like, it's impossible to make them happy.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have that cognitive ability.
But if they can make them happy, usually the SCP Foundation does.
Does it?
Meanwhile, the Global Occult Coalition is like, dead. I want his mother dead.
Yeah.
I want his father dead.
They're like Stalin. Yeah. And that was very ineffective. I don't know if you guys have read history. He didn't work out so well.
This quickly leads to death, at which point it will teleport back to its containment cell.
Nice.
Things that anger SCP-1609 include wearing clothing similar to the GOC uniform, usage of words or phrases utilized by GOC personnel, such as threat entity, the sound of a running motor, or anything overtly hostile to 1609 itself.
Got it.
To counter this, the Foundation believes that 1609 prefers situations where it can be useful to humans, as it once did as a chair. And so they use the 1609 mass as mulch for a flower bed. Part of the containment procedures mention that anyone who visits the flower bed must remark on the beauty of the flowers and the quality of the mulch.
See?
The report for 1609 ends with a document from a Foundation doctor who explains that 1609 is a cautionary tale of the flaws inherent in the GOC's operating procedures. He summarizes how it's a perfect example of why the Foundation contains rather than destroys, and says that when you destroy something, you can't go back on your mistake.
Exactly.
He concludes by saying that this is why the Foundation is right, and the GOC are wrong.
That nigga was
Of course,
heated, too.
it'd be odd for a Foundation employee to say differently.
He was mad.
SCP-2002 was a large spacefaring vessel consisting of a spherical hull and roughly 3,000 small pods attached to it.
Ew.
Analysis of the vessel seemed to show that it belonged to the Foundation, although the current SCP Foundation only had designs under development that were similar to the ship.
Alternate dimension.
The vessel had come from an unknown location, and apparently went through some sort of temporal anomaly, but was traveling at a constant 12.5 kilometers per second towards Earth. This information and other basic details were relayed to the GOC through a covert operative working for the SCP Foundation.
The SCP does this kind of stuff the best. You know, like incorporating alternate realities and stuff, and then doing simple things to link them together. We have the designs, but we haven't used them. And then they just move on, like, but it's here, so that's nice. That's always nice.
The GOC were not sure why the Foundation had no containment procedures in place for this SCP, but they decided that if the vessel came within a certain distance of Earth, they were planning to terminate it themselves, to avoid an apocalyptic scenario should it collide with the planet. As the vessel passed by our moon, a weaponized satellite belonging to the GOC destroyed the vessel, leaving only partial fragments to hit the Earth. These fragments were recovered by the Foundation, who also found a large number of human remains among them.
Oh my god.
The remainder of the SCP documentation reveals information that the GOC did not possess, as the vessel came from the future, where an SCP caused the global population to become sterile. The SCP Foundation decided to send a number of uninfected embryos, along with some Foundation personnel, into outer space, where they would remain in stasis for 135 years before coming back to Earth to repopulate it once the plague was gone. Unfortunately, the ship passed through a temporal anomaly, causing it to travel back into the past and approach our
And then they
current
shot
Earth.
all them niggas, dog.
Ultimately, this anomaly caused their mission to fail, but this demonstrated that the GOC still operated with lethal decisions, without possessing all of the facts. SCP-1522.
That's fucked up. But that is definitely what you should do if they come from an alternate dimension, because them meeting their past selves could cause your entire reality to collapse. Shoot them niggas down.
Are you just trying to find a reason for it to be acceptable?
You know, that's what it really sounds like, but I mean that 1,000,000%. Because, like, alternate universes have more than just, like, we talked about this in one of the other SCP videos. It's more than just, you know, they can have resistance to diseases that don't even exist here in our timeline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They could be resistant to, like, their version of, like, the Black Plague or some shit that they have vaccines for that we don't.
Damn, we can't quarantine them?
Dude, I'm just saying that could, especially like the debris on the outside of that thing too, could have all kind of germs and shit on it.
I'm just saying, we can lock kids in cages, but we can't quarantine some space
Damn,
niggas?
was that a fucking like a immigration reference?
No, of course not.
To
I
them
would
cage
never.
kids?
I would never.
Dude, that's so sad that they got them kids in cages too, dog. In cages? They can't move them to a secure house? That's crazy. That is crazy.
I'm just saying.
But if them kids came from outer space, they would be marshmallows. They wouldn't be no fucking...
you would roast them.
That's another case of the GOC being unnecessarily cruel
That was a good
in their
one.
operations. 1522 were two sentient fishing trawlers,
They
capable
killed
of
fishing
autonomous
boats.
movement.
Alright, fuck this organization, dog. I was with y'all with the kids, but you gonna kill the fishing
He
boat?
said they were two sentient fishing trawlers.
That's so cute. Alright, you killed the future kids and you didn't really know.
How you finna kill Timmy and Tina the tugboat?
Nigga, really though? That's fucked up. Y'all niggas are
Okay,
heartless.
let's see what happened. Maybe
heartless.
there was
Faster
a
than
reason.
normal.
They going to hell. The whole lot of them.
They spent most of their time sending out modified sonar pings to play with whales.
That's so
And the
cute.
Foundation continually kept civilians away from them, mostly letting the ships do their own thing. The GOC, however, came in and launched harpoon missiles at one of the ships, quickly sinking it.
Oh my god.
The other ship tried to save it, but could not, and seemed to destroy itself afterwards. The Foundation eventually recovered the two sunken ships, finding two small, partially formed rowing boats in one of them.
That baby.
While it might seem cruel, it likely took a good deal of effort to keep information about these two anomalous ships.
They have.
You killed a pregnant
killed a,
fishing boat.
killed a pregnant boat that just hangs around and bees a boat. Then they're going to hell, bro. They're going. Look, I'm telling you.
They're taking a high-speed elevator. High speed. Rocket propelled.
I literally sat here and was like, dude, people can have diseases we don't know about. Like, I get it, it was a mistake, but it was cool. They should have did it. I don't fuck with other dimensions, dude. I don't do that. That's a limit for fishing boats.
Rowboat babies, partially formed.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, dog.
I'm upset. I'm so mad.
I'm done with the shit.
We have to finish it. There's 3 more minutes of this.
You can finish this shit yourself. Finish this you got.
Concealed from the public.
They killed the fucking
And destroying
boats,
them does
man.
fit in with the GOC's mission statement.
Hate this fucking video.
I don't want to be misleading with this summary, however, and so I want to make it clear that these SCP articles are all written by Foundation personnel.
The SCP
They're
articles
likely
are
to
all
share a
written by
certain
SCP
bias
Foundation personnel.
against the GOC.
So they're biased.
Who gives a fuck?
Looking at different perspectives, particularly in various tales, you find that the GOC are a bit more nuanced than just the common kill-all anomalies concept.
Okay, but you ain't give us none of the nuance, nigga.
These reports show the GOC are more than willing to negotiate with anomalous entities,
So
or at
sometimes
the
they're
very
willing
least
to
not
negotiate
destroy
with
them
the
immediately.
Okay.
And also aren't shy about showing the mistakes the Foundation makes. Since the concept of canon is so fluid in the SCP universe, it's understandable that you can't simply pigeonhole an organization like the GOC into a single perspective.
But they killed the fishing boats!
Perhaps the GOC caused plenty of problems in
Yes,
the pursuit of
like
protecting
killing fishing
humanity by destroying the
Pregnant
paranormal,
fishing boats.
such as in the alternate reality of SCP-1730. And perhaps the Foundation caused plenty of problems in their pursuit of containing and researching the paranormal.
Right, but they didn't kill the fishing boats. Do you see how only one organization killed the fishing boats? Ergo, it is worse. It may be necessary, but worse. I've chosen.
In closing, I hope that this has provided a good enough
Thanks for
basis of
saying in
understanding
closing.
for the
I couldn't tell you were ending
GOC
until you said
to
that.
continue your own research.
Mm-hmm.
While the SCP Foundation will
God
often
damn.
paint the GOC as one of the bad guys, they have also been shown to work alongside them if need be, and there is mostly peace between the two organizations.
Right.
In the end, if nothing else, it seems clear that the GOC exist for humanity's protection,
Right.
whether we agree with their methods or not.
The answer is not.
Yeah.
Because we don't support the murder of fishing boats.
And I understand that you guys are like, dude, you guys have to show a fair, and you guys have to listen to every. No, you don't.
Fuck the GOC.
You don't act. You can actually look at a thing you don't like and say, but you do this thing I don't like, so I don't like you. You can do that.
So you know how like Teddy Roosevelt's thing was like, talk softly and carry a big stick.
Teddy Roosevelt was that nigga, but yeah.
Right? But his whole thing was talk softly
Have
and
a
carry
big
a big
cock.
stick.
I remember.
That's not what that
What do you mean? That was what that's about? Speak softly and carry a big stick. Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies. My name is Big Dick David. Nice
I'm
to meet
cutting
you.
all of this out.
You better not.
I'm cutting that out.
Why? When you have greatness, I don't let it be limited.
It's inappropriate.
That's up for debate.
So anyway, he was all like, talk softly, carry a big stick, right? So the SCP Foundation is like the talk softly part of that, right? And then the GOC is the big ass fucking fish boat murdering stick.
Yep. And the SCP, you know, isn't just a rollover organization either.
No, not at all.
You know, but
Compared to the
GOC
fish boat, the pregnant fish boat murdering global occult coalition.
They didn't check. They don't give. They was looking at the expenditures, keeping the boats alive, and said, "Y'all wasting your time. We're gonna intervene." It's crazy, but it's a cool like checks to the SCP Foundation too, though. Overall, it's a really cool balance, you know.
So like, you know, people were like, "Well, just you can't judge the global occult coalition."
They keep telling y'all what to do.
Yeah, it's really irritating.
Shut the fuck up.
It's fine.
Do whatever I want, nigga.
I just disregard them.
You can shut the fuck up with that. What I can do, shit. But continue.
But they're like, you know, the global occult coalition, their goal is to protect humanity, and you just don't understand. And I'm just like, no, I understand. I understand that this fake organization and this fake universe about these fake monsters is dedicated to protecting fake humanity.
Right.
Right? Like, we get that.
Yes.
But they murder fish boats.
They murder fish boats. And now, I can hate this fake organization with real hate. Do you understand how that works? I'm making it real for myself. And I can understand what you understand and disagree. The difference is I'm not stupid. You're supporting fishboat death. You're a monster. You got it on my face.
Terrible. You're supporting, not only that, you're supporting fishing boat abortion.
Really?
Forced fishing boat abortion. Okay, that's it for this video. The camera just told us that we're fired. Peace out, home biscuits.